Hello, good people. My name is Suleiman Mamman, aka the Last Code Bender. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to build a robust API using Laravel and API resources. We are going to use TDD, which stands for Test Driven Development. That means we are going to drive our development through testing. So, for example, we are going to write a failing test in each of our function that we're going to be testing, and then we are going to make the test pass, and then we are going to refactor to even make the code better and make it pass again. This concept is going to help us to create a better modules, quality, and a flexible code. And I will highly recommend you to know at least the fundamentals of object-oriented programming, a basic knowledge of Laravel framework, and you have Laravel installed in your machine. And basically, what we are going to be using, we are going to be using PHP unit for our testing. And for those of you who have used PHP unit before, you see that PHP unit is pretty awesome. Let me show you how the test is gonna look like. Okay, let me go to my terminal, and for us to run every test, we have to point to we have to go to the vendor, we have to point to this vendor, bin, and PHP unit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like, you have to go to vendor, bin, and then PHP unit. I run the test. So you see, we have two test paths for two assertions. If you are wondering how we get these two tests without writing any test, so by default, PHP unit came with two tests. Let me show you. If you go to the test folder, you see we have one example test here. So this test is testing if this is a basic text that is testing if we can get this URL, and then it's returning 200, and then the second test here, another example test here, is testing, let's see, it's testing if assert is equals to true. Okay, so let me prove it to you. Let me just comment on this one. Let me just comment on this one like this and save and come here and run it again. So you see what I'm talking about? So these are the tests, and let me show you another thing before we go. Another thing that you have to take in mind is that every test must start with test like this. Must start with test, basic test, for example. But if you don't want to start your test like this, you can easily do something like this. Let me show you. You can just come in here and put test. We don't need this. We don't need all this, and then save, and let's come here and test again. But you see, it's the same thing. But for example, if you put something that's not test here, let me just put anything that's not test and save and come here and test. You see, we have warning message. So let me pass again. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe and like it. Thank you.